Hello, this is Bava recording another Gatecrash draft for MagicGatheringStrat on YouTube and mtgostrat.com. You can also find us on Facebook, so check it out. Give us a like. For the most part, you can find a lot of similar content in all three places, but each place also has unique content, so it's worth looking at each site. I did a Gatecrash draft last night. I ended up going 3-0 with Ortsov, and I did record it. Unfortunately, I had my audio turned off, so I recorded it but with no audio. At some point I might go back over that and re-record it. In the meantime, I'm hoping to have similar success tonight, and my audio is working tonight, so hopefully I can have similar success with a video with audio. We'll see how that goes. We are drafting Swiss, mainly because I don't want to go through the trouble of starting a video only to lose in the first round. And also I play Magic because I enjoy playing Magic, so I'm not too worried about the prize money, the 8-4s, or what have you. I'd rather just make sure I get in 3 rounds. Alright, and our draft is about to fill up. One more person and we'll be ready to go. I've actually been having really good luck in Gatecrash drafts. I've won my last 4 drafts in a row, if you count Friday Night Magic draft I did on paper last Friday. Oh, we lost a person. So I'm on a bit of a run. Let's hope we can keep that going. I certainly don't mind winning. I kind of like it. Alright, the dude joins us. And here we go. We've got our 8-man draft pod, and we are ready to start. And there's a Wrecking Ogre right off the bat. And Wrecking Ogre is actually a pretty easy choice because he just wins games. And he's in a color I like to play. There's a lot of other good stuff. Guardian of the Gateless is a great white card. And even though he's a 3/3 flyer, really more of a defensive card. Wrecking Ogre is much more of an offensive card. We have a good piece of removal over here in Edict. We have the Wojek Halberdiers, and of course the Mugging, which is also fantastic. But Wrecking Ogre, I think, is the obvious pick here. He's a great, great blood rusher. He's not bad just playing on the field either. Okay, so now we have Gruul Charm, which I quite like. Sky Knight Legionnaire, if we wanted to go into Boros, and Syndic of Tithes. Probably the 3 best cards here, with Scorchwalker being a possibility, mainly for the Blood Rush. I'm okay forcing Gruul. I prefer that to Boros, and I like the Gruul Charm. So I'm going to go with the Charm here and see how it goes. Obviously a 2/2 haste flyer is also very good. And I'm going to keep my options open at this point. I don't want to pick too soon. But let's see. So good cards here. Bomber Core, 2-drop. Massive Raid is removal. And a Shamble Shark in Simic. Simic, I suspect, is being somewhat overdrafted at the moment, possibly thanks to a recent article on Daily MTG that's got people more interested in Simic. I like both the removal and the 2-drop. I think I will take the removal here, even though it's double red. We'll see how things go. Undercity Informer's good. Viashino Shanktail is also pretty fantastic. And I think that's the card that I'm going to take. Otherwise, we have a Hands of Binding, Prism are both pickable. But I'm going to take this guy. And I have been trying, based on a video that Simon over at MTGO Academy did recently, I've been trying to stay open longer, but I'm not very good at it. Okay, so he's a 7/7. When he deals combat damage, get another 7/7. And he costs 7. 7 mana is a lot. And yeah, he's a 7/7 with trample. But you're either going to win or die before you have the mana to get him, aren't you? So we have Burst of Strength, and we have Scab Clan Charger. I'm going to take the Charger, because we want a lot of creatures. There's a Slaughterhorn, which is an easy pick here. The only other good card for us is really the Guildgate and the Skybinder Staff, possibly in the sideboard, but Slaughterhorn's a great card, and I'm happy to take him. This is where, Dan, if you're watching, this is definitely where we take the Spire Tracer. If we're thinking about going Gruul, I really like the Spire Tracer. I've been talking to Dan about it. I think it's a great card. It's not a first pick card, but I'm happy to have one or two in a good Gruul deck. Burst of Strength versus Armored Transport. I'm taking the Transport. Wow, there's a whole lot of unplayable cards here. I'm just gonna take the only playable, really, which is this 1-drop Denizen, and wheel that horrible pack around to someone else. Bioshift has a much better place in Simic. Denizen's playable for us. He's not wonderful. Snapjaw's playable for us. 5 drops a little high on the scale, but it's alright. Alright, so we're looking at 8 creatures, a Gruul Charm, and a Massive Raid, which ain't bad, let me tell you. I guess I'll take the Rebirth there. The Skullcrack into the sideboard. Skybinder Staff, perfectly valid sideboard pick. And it's not even a land for the last choice. It's unplayable white enchantment. Enchantment? Instant? That's the enchantment, right? Yeah. Alright, so I feel like we're off to a pretty strong start in Gruul. I almost feel like Gruul's becoming a thing. I try not to force draft anything. Pack 1, Pick 1 Wrecking Ogre is pretty great into a Burning Tree Emissary. Burning Tree Emissary or Slaughterhorn. Holy cow. Burning Tree Emissary is always a 2/2 we can cast with any mana. Slaughterhorn's a 3/2 for 1 more. That Blood Rush is not inconsequential. I think I'll take the emissary. The frontline medic is obviously wonderful, but we've definitely picked our colors at this point. So it's between those two. We'll take the emissary. There's another emissary. Emissary into emissary. That's fantastic. Gosh, Warmind infantry is really good. This is where we do not pick a Spire Tracer. Even though I like her, but there's plenty of better stuff here. I think I take the 2-drop. We're all about the 2-drops, including this 2-drop, which is great as well. Ivy Lane Denizen, again, I prefer that in Simic. Which is to say, I feel like she's a little slow and she pulls hate. More than I like her in Gruul. Morton Primordial, another 7-drop. They're trying to lure me in. So this is a 6/4 with haste that has something attached to it. We have the pit fight over here, and I think that's our obvious choice. That's fantastic for us. The 2-drop or the 3-drop. This is actually a rough choice here. I'm going to take the 3/4 guy. I don't know about that. It looks like we're taking a Guild Gate, which is great. I'm okay with that. Hellraiser Goblin's a big old trick. Don't take him. We just got a Guild Gate, and now we get a Greenside Watcher. And that works for us too. Croconura! Oh no, Gruul Rage Beast. Now he's a 7-drop as well. He's one of the 7-drops I can consider in a Gruul deck. But Christ, he's a 7-drop. I love Croconura, and I'm taking him over the Gruul Rage Beast, even though he's a bomb, even though it hurts. Oh, that was a crazy choice. Look, our Slaughterhorn wheeled. That's amazing. Alright, so we get our Slaughterhorn. Our Burning Tree Emissary was a good choice. I'm taking the 1-drop here over the Adaptive Snapjaw. I don't want to be too heavy on my big mana spells. We already have 1 Adaptive Snapjaw. We don't need 2. We don't have a lot of Evolve triggers we're worrying about. We are moving the Foundry Street Denizen to the sideboard. This deck looks awesome right now. This Snapjaw might not even stay in, depending on what else we get. Scatter Arc's bad. Primal Visitation's bad. Clinging and Enemies are bad. Those are all bad. Forced Adaptation's not good, but it's going in the sideboard. Could be okay on a Spire Tracer, but probably not okay enough. to make it worth playing. Naturalize is not a bad thing to sideboard. Neither is Wildwood Rebirth. Wildwood Rebirth has the benefit of being able to bring back guys that you blood rushed. For instance, Wrecking Ogres. So you can blood rush them again. Of course, you want to win the first time you blood rush with them. But if that doesn't happen for some reason, you can bring them back. That probably still doesn't make it worth playing. But it makes it worth having around. As a 23rd card, I don't think we're going to need to worry about it. We're looking so strong here after pack 2. Holy cow. We are just being rewarded for choosing Gruul. Rubblebelt Raiders is fantastic. Fantastic. Senholm Guildmage is great for Boros. We don't care. Knight of Obligation is a great card for Ortsov. Bomber Corps. Yeah, though there's no choice here anyway. That's ridiculous. There's another Gruul Charm, which I'll take. I don't mind having 2. I might end up taking one out. You really only need 1, and that's usually to make it so they can't block. Sometimes it's good to have 2. Miming Slime is good. Madcap Skills might fit better in our deck. I have a problem here, because a turn 1 Spire Tracer into a turn 2 Madcap Skills is a completely ridiculous play. But it also gives your opponent an opportunity to get you on a 2-for-1, which I don't like. And so for that reason, I think the Miming Slime is better. Though we're not growing, and we're not necessarily big. We're really more about fast. I'm going to take the skills over the slime. I feel a little bit silly doing that. But there we go. Okay, so we have a 2-1 Goblin that blood rushes, or a 2-1 Watcher that untaps a gate, or a gate. I'm not super excited about anything. I'm going to take the Goblin. Glaring Spotlight, again, makes all of our creatures unblockable. And that's fantastic. I'm taking the Zertos Swine instead. What's better, Blood Rush to do 5 damage, or you can't block me? I feel like I already have you two you can't block me's. I'm taking the Zertos Swine. And I'll take the other Zertos Swine. I like these guys. And I'm taking the Pit Fight. You know, if I'd had these Zertos Squines earlier, I might have kept the Miming Slime instead of the Madcap skills, but of course I got them afterwards. There's nothing good here. We already have a Naturalize. I'm going to get rid of this Leyline Phantom. I like to hate creatures if I can, because decks that are creature light have a harder time dealing with Gruul. Scab Clan Charger. Predator's Rapport can sometimes be a good choice against decks that get ahead on damage early. I have a hard time thinking anybody's going to be more aggressive than we are, but you never know. That's why it's in the sideboard. Alright. Adaptive Snapjaw is in the sideboard. One of these Scab Clan Chargers is in the sideboard. Scab Clan Charger. Alright. 17 creatures. 2 pit fights. Massive Raid, 2 Gruul Charms. Wrecking Ogre, Zertos Swines. Seems pretty good. Alright, I guess that'll do us. Nice even split on land. I like that. And there we go. Holy cow. So the only cards that might come in are really the Scab Clan Chargers. If I feel like we need more creatures, which I don't know why I would. 17 is pretty respectable. We've got pretty good removal spells. I mean, flyer removal, conditional, pit fights, massive raid. Massive raid should be hitting pretty well. We don't have my favorite Gruul removal, creature removal, which is the 1 green, 1 red, deal damage equal to the number of lands you have in play. But that's fine. Yeah. Looks alright to me. The only thing I'm thinking is if we play anyone who has a lot of removal, we'll take out the madcap skills. Because that's more likely to be a 2-for-1 against us. And probably put in a one of our 2/4 centaurs. Otherwise, I like the way this looks. We will submit our deck and we'll see how things go. Wish me luck. Stay tuned for round 1 of our Gatecrash draft. Alright, and we're back, ready to get started with round 1 of our Gatecrash draft. We drafted a bitchin' Gruul deck. We'll see how things go. Oh, we don't need you, preview window. Thank you. Hello and good luck to Austin Carr, who immediately mulls to 6. Oh. We have a 2-lander with no red mana. But we do have 2 greenies we can play. I think we keep this on the draw. We can at least get a Spire Tracer turn 1. And Austin Carr stays at 6. And he says, good luck, have fun. Oh, good. I was listening to Limited Resources earlier today, the podcast, and they said players expect a certain amount of cardma, in that if you get land screwed, you expect later that you will top deck exactly the land you need. And of course, I did not expect that to happen. That doesn't mean I'm not glad that it happened. Here's Spire Tracer getting in for 1. Here's Cartel Aristocrat getting in for 2, which is more than 1. And Kingpin's Pet, which we'll probably just kill right off the bat for various reasons. 1, we have 2 Gruul Charms, and 2, that guy's an asshole. It's a 1-for-1. I could have waited for more flyers, but whatever. I have the card advantage. He mulled. I was on the draw. We're all good. We take the Slaughterhorn here. And I will trade with the Aristocrat. It's fine. Keep on swinging. And I, of course, can't block Syndicate Enforcer. There's a Screecher and an Extort. So he's winning this race. He's got a lot of Extort guys. We'll swing with both, though. No blockers for him. Okay. If we get one more land, we can double Blood Rush. Trying any normal sized dude is good game. 3, 4, 5. All right. He's not shy about using Extort. He's not shy about not swinging either. We're not shy about getting 5/4 guys on the field, so that's fine. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have the kill here. It's tempting to kill his Screecher, but I have in the past not realized that I have lethal because of Blood Rush, which is silly. And he's tapped out, so let's go for it. I probably could have just used my Wrecking Ogre, but what does it matter? He doesn't need to know I have my Wrecking Ogre. Super duper Blood Rush for the win. That's what Gruul does. And you killed my Spire Tracer. That's what Spire Tracer does. It tempts those pesky flyers to block it, because they really just get tired of getting poked by it every turn. And then with all the Blood Rush we have the option of killing their flyer, or doing work with the bigger guys. They're not blocking, which, I don't know. If I was him, I might have blocked the 5/4 instead of the 1/1. But what are you going to do? I don't see any removal from him. I see a lot from him. Saw Extort from him. I saw some flyers. We'll stick with our deck. Madcap skills and all. Skullcrack's a possibility against Ridiculous Extort. Maybe we should bring that in instead of Madcap skills. I think we ignore Extort at our own peril, perhaps, and try and do what our deck does best, which is creature aggressiveness. Alright, so this is a 1-land hand we don't keep, so this time we're going down to 6. This is a 2-land hand that we do keep, and we get to see how that Madcap skills feels like treating us. He gets an Aristocat. Okay. He's got removal mana open for a Devour Flesh. Which I think means I just get a creature. He's got mana open for a smite. Yeah. Well, whatevs, I say. If he had Devour Flesh, he would have killed in response to the enchant, I think. Forcer? Oh, we could do 10 damage here with the Zertos Swine, which is just so tempting. And then Gruul Charm when he leaves up blockers. He'll probably extort. We do 5, then we do the Zertos Swine. We have a pit fight, the Ember Beast. We can't pit fight and Zertos Swine. Ember Beast is helpful. Versus Devour Flesh, he pit fights wonderfully. Don't do it. I'm gonna save that for a smite. Maybe Austin's thinking about whether or not he wants to bluff a smite or take the sure extort. That's a hard choice. Yes, yes. Or hope you get creatures so you can use your little black enchant killer. Ah, which you got 2. Bastard. Which is enough to kill my disciple with your little 1 mana black enchantment. Which you don't have. This makes me happy. Alright. Alright, so this is a little bit of a lame situation. I can Gruul Charm so he can't block. I can get a Spire Tracer. Or I can pit fight his flyer. I can kill his flyer. And pit fight that guy. Get him to sack. So I can kill 2 of his guys. He still has 2 left over to block with. Or I can swing for 8 and get a Spire Tracer. Who would be unblockable. One more mana and I could Gruul Charm and Zertaza Swine. So that's unfortunate. Instead I'm just going to make him sweat. He's sweating while I am thinking. Is it worth killing 2 of his guys? Seems pretty good. He can conceivably sack in response. That doesn't seem as good. Alright, so... Oh man, this guy can still block. Alright, so first things first, I think we pit fight. Best response probably to sack him to the aristocrat and get protection from green. But he doesn't do that. Okay. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. Feel pretty good about where we are. Spire Tracer next turn. Blood Rush the Zertas Swine. Seems good. Man, I can get his power up to 4, but it's probably worth just saving the Slaughterhorn. I can give him first strike, which is pretty ridiculous, but he could just have a smite, which seems pretty likely, and then it wouldn't matter if I got his toughness to 4 or had first strike. Ah, flyers. Flyers everywhere. Okay. Problem solved. Screecher. Spire Tracer. See, Dan? See how good the Spire Tracer is? I'm going to say Spire Tracer won me both of these games, if he doesn't kill her right now. He could devour flesh himself and gain life. But he doesn't. And so we win. And so there we go. Our Gruul deck wins in 2 in 20 minutes. So we've got a little bit of time to hang out. Stay tuned for round 2, where Spire Tracer does more great stuff. And we are now just a minute away from round 2. Paused for your pleasure, though it did take another 25 minutes for us to get here. But here we are, facing off against one of these fine folks. Ruvidium won in 2 games quite quickly. The dude won in 3 games and took longer. And Gatecrash won in 3 games. 2 of them were quick and 1 of them was slow. Which could mean anything, really. I'm guessing the dude's probably playing a more control-style deck. Ortsov or Dimir. Ruvidium's probably got a bit of a faster creature strategy. And Gatecrash maybe as well. But we will find out soon enough. We are up against Gatecrash. Oof. Huh. Alright. Well, I guess we keep this and see how it goes. This is not a great hand for us. But it could be worse. It's getting better all the time. Do we think Gatecrash is playing Boros? I think Gatecrash is playing Boros. I don't need more land. Need more creatures. Alright. Gatecrash is having mana problems. He didn't say hello, good luck, so I won't either. Okay, we can stop drawing land now. He gets a red mana. And so he has an armored transport. Going Slaughterhorn should have been there last turn. And we can swing. No blocks. We'll get our raiders. He does nothing except leave plenty of scary mana open. Okay. So here is our play. First we start the swing process. Putting him to 5/5. Then we pit fight. Fine. Mine's bigger than yours. Then we hit for a lot. That worked out pretty well. And a Blood Rush Slaughterhorn should win for us next turn. No matter what he does, unless he gets 2 blockers. But I said he concedes, and we get in there with some fancy pit fighting action. Alright. So let's see. He's playing Boros. And we're sort of fine against Boros. We saw Martial Glory and 1 creature. We didn't see very much of his Boros deck. Huh, okay. This is a nice quick hand. Oh, good. Cast 4. We'll do it this way. Cast for red green. Okay. Green side water. Well. Yeah, sure. Ember Beast plus Pit Fight. It's just such a great combination. As far as early creatures you can get, have a nice rear end, he is a good one. She can tap and swing for 2. Go for it. Nope. Not gonna happen, huh? Alright. Darn. Well, I say we kill his tiger and go in anyway. Yes, indeed. That fight's so good. And yes, I'm giving him the opportunity to kill my Ember Beast. Should I? Maybe not. Because it does 5 damage. And he blocks my suckiest guy. That doesn't make any sense to me. That would definitely block the 3-4, or at the very least the 2-2. But I don't even have a gate. Alright. Strange choice, Gatecrash. Strange choice. Towering Thunderfist. That's a guy. I just need a mountain and I can kill him. Fine. Spire Tracer's doing the work. He can swing with Vigilance, but I can double block. I should be able to kill him next turn. Leaving 1 green open threatens Burst of Strength. Not that I need to, but leaving 1 red open threatens an unplayable. So we just wiped the floor with Gatecrash. 2 quick games again. Our Gruul deck is pretty ridiculous though. So I understand, though Gatecrash made some weird choices. Anyway, we win that match in 11 minutes flat. So we are 2-0 in matches, 4-0 in games, heading into the final round. Stay tuned. We'll see how things go. And I'm back for round 3. I paused the video, of course, so you didn't have to wait. Unfortunately, it took another 35 plus minutes. I could have done a whole other draft in that time, it seems like. Anyway, we are undefeated, going up against the dude who has lost a game in both of his matches. And it's like he's responsible for the long wait since he pretty much went to time in round 2 versus Ruvidium. I expect that he's playing a much stronger control deck. I'm going to say it's probably Ortsov because that's the best control colors. And that he probably has all of the removal we haven't seen from anyone else. So off the cuff, that's what I'm going to expect, but we'll see. We'll see what things look like. And here we go. We will say good luck, and we will have this horrible, horrible hand. We would like a forest, please. What do we do with this? I guess we keep it. 1 green mana gets us on track. He's playing Simic or Dimir. Cloudfin Raptor is, of course, eminently playable. Oh, hey. Well, we have a green mana from the Burning Tree Emissary if we just wait around, so that's something. And if he gets some more flyers, we can kill them. Alright, so we're not getting Burning Tree Emissary this turn. But I think this turn's good, and I think Burning Tree Emissary and Croconura are good. So that's if I don't see so myself, a clever bit of mana fixing. Oh, Fathom Mage is slow, but I'll be damned if I have an answer for her right now. Well. Alright, so I can evolve my Croconura twice. Seems good. Ugh. Really wish I had an answer for Fathom Mage. Cloudfin Raptor is going to get out of range of Gruul Charm. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so it's Rubblebelt Raiders this turn. Gruul Charm next turn for the win. We'll find out. Do I swing those two? No, I don't think I swing into a burst of strength. We could have a burst of strength next turn anyway. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 9, 10. Okay. We are playing the beatdowns. We need to stay aggressive. Killing his flyer is good if he doesn't have a burst of strength. Doing 3 damage is good too. The thing I don't want him to do is get another flyer, or even worse, get the flyer that makes his creatures with counters be flyers, because then he would have 3 flyers, 4 flyers. They'd all be flyers. And that would be lame. The thing that I want him to do is tap out with ground creatures. There's a flyer. There's the rub. I make it so he can't block. He gets to kill one of my guys. I kill his Drakewing Krasis. Swing with those guys. I think we wait a turn. He is not going to kill us anytime soon. Stupid flyers. Huh. It's good to do that. Wow. What do we have? 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which of course is exactly how tough I can get this damn rubblebelt raiders. For 5 damage. On the plus side, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I think Gruul Charm. I think Gruul Charm's the way to go. So I can kill him, do 3 damage to him, which assigns 1. I can do the other damage to him. He'll only take 5, so he'll still be alive. That's my play. No response. I hate responses. Counter target spell. Power of creatures you control. Which is enough. Which is where the Blood Rush would have been a better play. But I was all proud of my math there. It was the only thing that killed all of his creatures and had my rubblebelt raiders live. Which seemed really good. Until that happened. Which is not what I expected. Oh, well. Screw you. Alright, so I still kill his raptor. I still kill his 2 flyers. That's something. What a pain. I wish I had another green mana. Alright. Yeah. He has 6 life. And 2 creatures to block with. Which looks tough. There's another clinging in enemies, which still evolves as Fathom Mage. How annoying. Wrecking Ogre still wins. Wrecking Ogre no longer wins. Ugh, well. He has no offense. By all means. Damn. That would have been great. Alright. So I think my goal is still... Alright, so we can't use the Frilled Oculus. Can't really get out of range with that. I have enough for 2 blood rushes, so we'll attack with 2 guys. Facing off against Gruul is always a lesson in uncertainty. What blood rush do they have? Will they use it? So I think here my best bet's to kill both his guys. Yeah. He's a 1/4. He's a 2/5. He's a 3/2, so I'm going to give him first strike. Getting rid of his 2 blockers seems good. A land wins the game. The only thing I'm worried about is Aetherize. I didn't see any go by. That would, of course, be totally lame. Though with 2 Burning Tree emissaries, I can honestly get back my guys pretty quickly. Hopefully he's drawn all the cards he can draw from his Fathom Mage. Even with all that card draw, we have the same amount of cards in our hand. Thing I don't want to see is the 4/4 flyer. Oh shit. Huh. Holy crap. That's a good card. Uh-oh, Frilled Oculus gets to be a 3/5. Just totally lame. So I guess I block. Double block, so he has to spend his mana? Yeah. Seems good. I'd rather he be tapped out. He's going to kill one of my guys, so it's really a chump block. But if I don't block, he gets another Croconura, so, or something else. I'll still have 3 attackers for his 2 blockers. So a land, which seems reasonable to expect, still wins the game. Land. Haha. So we could call that a lucky top deck, but I won't, because 5 land at this point is reasonable. After all, he has 8. It's funny, they can get to the point where he never even did any damage to me, but it still felt like a close game. It wasn't a close game. But it was getting to that point where it could have been. Well, Mr. Fathom Mage Stolen Identity, meet my rare. Who swings in for 12. Okay. What the hell do we want to do about this guy? Skypinder Staff? No. Two 4s. Land, returning Blood Rush seems okay. Oh. Forced Adaptation. I think we'll stick with, we haven't actually changed anything in this deck for the whole draft, and it seems to be working pretty well. Sure enough, that round took 21 minutes, so it's just those creature versus creature matchups that are taking a bit longer, and doing more math than I want to do. Alright, but we win the first game, and I feel like we have a good chance of winning the second game. We show him some of our better tricks, though. We know to expect his Fathom Mage. Hopefully he doesn't get to draw 3 cards off her again. This is a better hand than we had last time. We'll keep it. We have a Gruul Guildgate. We haven't gotten it all draft. It's alright. Aha! Elusive Crisis is an excellent card. Question is, should I do 8 damage here? I'm going to want to... No, I'll be able to get a 3-drop next turn and consider doing 8 damage again. We'll go for the damage this time. Why not? He can't do anything about it. Furled Oculus. We can pump his Oculus, which means he's got 10 on board. So, whatever. Aspire, we get a little stalled out for a minute, but he better not tap out. God, those guys have a lot of toughness. And he's got those clinging in enemies. I should have saved my other Slaughterhorn. But that's alright. On his Guildgate. Well, it seems like a weird choice. Seems good enough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage there. Save the Slaughterhorn if he blocks like that. Okay. Well, those guys can't attack. So I heard there's a strange new rule in Magic called Summoning Sickness, which I totally forgot about. So all excited to expand my board with my Burning Tree Emissary. Zagana? Stolen Identity. Getting an Ember Beast. Seems good. And he can put it on his unblockable guy. So you can get 2 Ember Beasts. I hate that. That is ridiculous. I don't like that at all. Crisis is ridiculous anyway. I wish I had 1 more mana and all the stuff I have. That's alright. Attacking is the way to go here anyway. Fine. 3/5 for mana, or a 3/4. +3/+3 and gains double strike. Seems good. So it's the Wrecking Ogre win, 2 games in a row. And we win the match. Hey, we get a Season 3 and a Season 4 qualifier token. Our first Season 4 qualifier token that we get. And there we go. Thank you for watching another Gatecrash draft. for MagicGatheringStrat on YouTube and mtgostrat.com. Also check us out on Facebook. I hope you enjoyed, and check out our other stuff and leave comments. I'm sure I made some silly plays there. I'm always happy to hear about them and try and improve my game. Until next time, I'll catch you later.